All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching this truth with all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Again, the brother Yasharam, and we're gonna play the clip that probably everybody's seen by now with brother Hassad and his lettuce loving ass. Okay, because I'm not gonna, this lesson isn't about the fact that he chose to eat lettuce, okay, instead of the horseradish fruit, but it's the fact that he's coming with this feminine ass spirit, man. This is a real feminine spirit, okay, and you can't have a weak ass feminine spirit in this truth, man. You ain't gonna make it if you have a weak ass feminine spirit, okay. And what makes these guys look like hypocrites is because the Sakari. Now I know that they broke off, but it's still the same thing. Okay, the Sakari are known for being these gangster hip hop Israelites, man. Which goes to show you a lot of those wankster guys are actually the weakest mentally. Okay, I'm gonna play the clip. I got it queued up at the right point when he makes his asinine statement. Okay, about how he I'm not going to be eating that.
But again, what bitter herbs are you eating? So we're going to use lettuce. We're going to use romaine lettuce. Some people use horseradish, which is permissible, but it's disgusting. So I'm not going to be eating that.
Let me play it again, man.
As a matter of fact, you know what? I got it queued up. Let me just play it. Check it out.
I used to sell dope. Now I don't sell nothing but hope. Yeah, seriously, man. I've had a rough couple weeks. But again, what bitter herbs are you eating? So we're going to use lettuce. We're going to use romaine lettuce. Some people use horseradish, which is permissible, but it's disgusting. So I'm not going to be eating that. Somebody said kids.
That's great, man. I'm not going to be eating that. Now this guy's supposed to be a leader, man. When you're a leader in Israel, you're supposed to have a demeanor about you, man. A certain kind of demeanor about you. You know, it's like you gotta be you gotta have that appearance of toughness, man. Okay, but you also have to have a level of humility as well. Okay, because there's too much of that modern day Gen Z bitch ass spirit in Israel, man. Especially these camps that like to kiss up to the damn woman all the time. Okay, that's pretty much what this video is. It's the rebuke on that pussy ass fucking spirit, man. Okay, you got to get used to suffering in this truth. Does that look like a guy who's gonna push to his camp about how important suffering is? I mean, come on, man. Some of us are gonna be put to death for this truth, man. Some of us are gonna be imprisoned and tortured. Now, what kind of leadership does that show? Being acting like that, man. That's some. I'm not trying to bash on the guy too much, but that's some pussy shit. That's some pussy shit, man. You know. I'm not even really getting on him about the whole romaine lettuce thing. Okay, but just the way that he talked about the horseradish, does that seem like a guy who should be in a position to lead? What if Yahweh Shai had that same mindset, man? He would have never went up on the cross. He was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna go do that. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be painful." You know, think about what Job went through. Think about the things that Paul went through, man. Jeremiah, Ezekiel. Think about what Ezekiel went through, man. Having to eat, having to eat dung. You know, I mean, come on, man. You can't eat a couple cubes of some horseradish fruit. Think about what our forefathers went through, man. Think about what Yahweh Shai went through, and you can't eat some damn cubes of horseradish for 30 seconds or 40 seconds or a minute while you eat your uh, Passover meal in haste. This this year, man, we were looking forward to the bitter herbs. Okay, we were looking forward to the bitter herbs, man. We had to divvy them up properly, okay? Because brothers just wanted, you know, because usually we have a little bit extra bitter herb with you know, and there's more than enough to go around. But this year, man, every brother wanted as much bitter herb as they could get, man. You know, because we're in that time. We're in that time when we need to feel that burning, because the devil is gonna come down on us, man, showing great wrath soon. Does that look like a guy that you want leading the charge when this devil's getting ready to come down on you with wrath, with great wrath, because he showed what he had a short time, or because he know it that he had but a short time? You know, that's some pussy shit, man. It was a very feminine way of saying that. Okay, it just looks weak. Okay, because really this truth, and I'm mirroring what Apostle Kabar said in his video. This truth really is about suffering, man. Because suffering purifies you. You know, suffering purifies you. I noticed that. You know, I mean, think about in life in general. Every time you go through serious hardships, you become what? You become stronger mentally. You know, you become hardened. Okay, you could handle rough situations better. But here it is, you can't put some damn horseradish in your mouth. Oh man, it's the type of dude that gets mild sauce on it on everything. You know. Well, hey, I'll say this: there has been studies done by Esau Edom proving that men with higher testosterone generally crave spicier foods. Okay, do you have is that a sign of something for Hassad, Mr. Hassad? You know, and it's just stupid because you guys in Sakara, you put on that fucking tough guy act with all your guns and your rap videos and all that bullshit, man. But y'all really fucking ice cream cones. James 1 and 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. Okay? So we're supposed to be looking forward to tough times, man. Because tough times make real men. Okay? We're supposed to show ourselves men as being men. That's what the scriptures say, right? We're supposed to gird up our loins and be men. You know, what kind of warrior ass spirit is that? That ain't no warrior spirit, man. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Okay, so the more trials that we go through, okay, and tribulations that we go through in this ministry, okay, it purifies us, man. It purifies us. But we have those examples of Yahweh Shai and the prophets that came before us to look up to, man. You know, because I guarantee you, I mean, a lot of brothers in this truth have not gone through anything what what a lot of the ancient prophets went through, man. When you read them stories, okay, and them accounts, nobody in this truth went through what Yahweh Shai went through, and that certainly pales in comparison to eating some horseradish, okay. And he said that not because it tastes nasty, but because he couldn't handle the burning, man. All right, it's for one meal, bro. It's for one meal, okay. It's for one meal. I mean, come on. I mean, that is just some feminine shit. Um, Hang on, let me look at. Guys act like, you know, it's just these guys. They act like they're so tough in security man. You would think them guys were a bunch of superhero fucking Rambo gangster rappers, man. But they soft as fucking pudding. This is 1 Timothy 6:12. Fight the good fight of faith. Okay? And to fight the good fight of faith, sometimes you're gonna have to do things that are uncomfortable. Okay, you're gonna have to make decisions that your flesh don't necessarily agree with. You're gonna have to make difficult decisions and do difficult things at times. Okay, and I mean, come on, bro. It's just a handful of some bitter herbs. That's it. It's just a handful of some horseradish, man. Instead, you had to take the easy way out and go with the romaine, okay, which brothers have traced back to the Babylonians and the so-called Jews, okay, which today, and I have to add this because I did some research on this, romaine lettuce of today is cultivated to get rid of the bitterness, okay, and it's actually the least strongest of all the bitter herbs, okay. Ancient romaine lettuce or romaine lettuce before mass produced farming was a lot more bitter. It was very blech and sourish. Okay, you could still find it in some places. It's called wild romaine. Okay, but I guarantee you they weren't getting no wild romaine. They were getting that foxy fucking lettuce romaine hearts or some shit. Oh man. Hey, if you don't want to do the horseradish, there's dandelion and so on and so forth, and wormwood. There's bitter herbs to choose from. But see, you guys are the feminine ass, okay? Fucking easy way out camp. Always want to hit the easy button for everything. That's why you can't take rebuke, because y'all got thin skin, because you got that effeminate spirit in your camp. And that was shown by your leader, okay? Your leader, which got emasculated by his own wife, okay? Supposedly, who wanted, okay, even if he didn't actually go through with it, he desired to get emasculated by his wife, okay? He wanted to submit himself to his wife and have his wife submit herself to a fucking a devil, okay? That's what kind of spirit you guys are coming in, man. Hassad may be the leader of that Genesis group or whatever it is, or Deacon Hakah or whoever the fuck. But at the end of the day, we're still coming in that Sakari spirit. Just like a lot of these churches are coming in the Roman Catholic spirit, even though they're not called Roman Catholics. Okay? 1 Timothy 6 and 12. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life. Okay? So you have to remember that and consider that when you're doing the Passover, man. It's a solemn assembly, and you guys are having Passover parties and having fucking potato salad at the Passover and all kinds of bullshit, man. You know, having rap battles and all kinds of nonsense. Just nonsense, man. Nothing serious about this. Nothing solemn about that assembly at all. Just like a few years ago, you got caught having the harlots at your Passover. Here it is, you're coming at us for the grape doctrine, but you guys had harlots at your Passover. Okay? Think about that. We hate on the women, but yet you're doing that. And you guys don't put things into perspective. Okay? Because just like Apostle Kabar says, you don't know what you're involved in. You do not know what you're involved in, man. On the night of the Passover, there were children being put to death, man. Okay, during the first Passover, there were children being put to death. You could hear the screams. You know, we were about to be on the damn run, man, when we were eating that meal. But you guys are in that dancing spirit, okay? It's an Israelite party spirit. All right, eating your lettuce there. Oh man, whereunto thou art. Forget what I'm saying, man. Let's get back in the scripture. Whereunto thou art also called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Okay. I want to get a couple more, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I mean, the scriptures say that the leaders of my people cause them to err. Okay? Leaders of my people cause them to err. And you guys are uh, causing a lot of your people you claim to love so much to be in error, man. This is Romans 5:2, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand. And you guys take that grace for granted, man. Okay, with all the bullshit y'all be pulling. And the hard-headedness, because you don't ever take rebuke well, and rejoice in hope of the glory of Yahweh. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also. Okay, we glory in tribulations. Not sit there and go, how did he go about it? I'm not going to do that. Roughly paraphrasing him. I'm not going to do that. Knowing that tribulation worketh patience. Okay, which means that tribulations make you become patient. And the scriptures say that what? And your patience possesses your souls. That's one of the things that you absolutely cannot do in this truth is lose patience. Because when you lose patience, you're out of there. Okay, so what kind of example does that set? In verse 4, and patience, experience, and experience, hope. Okay, now these guys aren't coming in the straight and narrow path. I gotta just put that out there. They're not coming in the straight and narrow. Because if they were coming in the straight and narrow, then they wouldn't be doing all that extracurricular shit with the rap videos and all that nonsense, man. And the social medias and the podcasts and all that fucking bullshit. First Peter 4:1. For as much then as Yahushua has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, for he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. Okay, because like we've been bringing out, suffering purifies you. Okay, makes you more patient. All right, it makes you stronger mentally. So what? So what leaders of Israel are an example of that? You know, it's got to be Great Millstone, because honestly, when you look at it, and you just look at uh, the top four apostles: Apostle Tahar, Apostle Kabar, Apostle Ramlab, and Apostle Rakah. Honestly, when you really look at it, they just seem like regular dudes, man. They really do. They seem like regular dudes, man. They don't have to. They don't have to carry that superhero aura, or that they don't have to look like they're perfect in the flesh with the the fancy garments and the fancy oration speeches and all that bullshit, man. They don't have to do that. Okay. Verse 2, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to lusts of men, but to the will of the Most High. And you guys, y'all be caught up in the lust of the flesh, man. Y'all be caught up in the lust of the flesh. That's why you always got to look fancy. That's why you always got to have all that shouting going on during your camps. Okay? Got to have that tough guy spirit. You always got to look. You can't try and you always got to watch what you're saying so you don't offend the women. Okay, because that's what happens really when you have a lot of entry level Israelites in your camps, man, or entry level followers, man. Okay, because you got to worry all the time about offending them. You know, we're not in this ministry to appeal to a general audience. Okay, we're in this ministry for the elect, and that's it. Okay? But till next time, I believe I proved the point. Shalom.